Hi folks, welcome back to my World of Tanks replays with the mighty Jingles. Today we're in the T-34 Russian Tier 5 medium tank, fantastic little brawling flanking medium, on the Wide Park map in Munich. This is one of those maps that I don't really do too well on. It's not as bad as Serene Coast. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the Serene Coast map, I've just never won a game on it. I've got at least one Bolter's Medal and at least one Top Gun on that map, but I've lost every game. Wide Park, kind of similar. I've had some absolutely incredible games here and lost them all. And the few games that I've won on it haven't been very good wins. This particular game, well, right at the bottom of the team list here in my dinky little Tier 5 medium. It's mostly Tier 6s in this game, with a couple of Tier 7s sitting at the top of the feeding chain. T-34s don't do that well on city maps. The T-34 is definitely not the kind of tank that's designed for duking it out on the corner of a city block with heavy tanks. Oh, look at this guy. He has absolutely no idea where he's getting hit from.
We hit them hard. Punch right through their eye.
That was some easy experience. Okay, so if you have a look at the map, we're looking pretty strong over on the east. They're looking pretty strong over on the west, but we've got a KV-3 plugging up the road there. They've got to face that KV-3 before they can get over that bridge. So I'm heading over to assist with the assault over by the railway line, where I figure I can put my speed and manoeuvrability to best use. But keep an eye on the map. Oh, that's not good. Tank destroyer's about to get overrun. Yeah, Wolverine's dead, Sherman's dead, and suddenly there's a lone KV-3 with the 360-1H not doing a massive amount of good, sitting right at the back of the map here. And that KV-3 is about to get completely overrun. Now initially, and there are some very big and nasty enemy tanks piling down that road. There goes the KV-3. He starts alerting the team in chat to the threat. And initially, I mean, look what's over there. An M6, 3601, BDR, God only knows what else. But initially, the only ones that go back to deal with this threat are the weakest tanks on the team. All the Tier 5s. And the T-34 isn't an ideal corner fighting machine, but the gun fires so quickly. That depending on what you're shooting at, you can get 3, maybe 4 shots off for every one that they return at you. Especially if you know the tank that you're facing and you understand the reading of his gun. Like that M6 for example. Now I don't know if he has the 76mm or the 90mm gun. If he's got the 76mm, I could be in trouble. Okay, he did 253 damage in one hit, took half my health off. He's got the 90mm gun. So I had to find out the hard way, but now I know what his reload is. And our T-150 has finally loaded into the game. And now we can start to do some good on this corner. Where's that M6? Okay. I'm just going to pause it here. Now that M6 is actually angling very intelligently. That's the right way to be facing a T-34. But the T-34's 57mm Zis gun does have the penetration to get through even the angled front of an M6 Heavy most of the time. But more importantly, I know how quickly he fires. And you absolutely can kill him with shots remaining before he reloads. now suddenly they're not looking too clever on this side of the map. And that was purely down to the fast reactions of the tier 5s. Got to give credit to the team here. At one point, this was not looking good at all. I mean, even a KV-1 came back to help. And the team pulled a... I mean, that was a very, very, very nasty situation. The team reacted well. The little guys came back, plugged the gap, held the line long enough for the big fellas to relocate and deal with the threat. So there it is. Tier 7 game, tier 5 medium tank, 3 kills, damaged another 3, 1200 experience, undoubled, and 61,000 credits. And this is why I recommend everybody gets themselves a tier 5 medium or heavy tank or tank destroyer and uses it to farm credits, especially if you're supporting your higher tier vehicles. Certainly the tier 10s just bleed money. They very rarely turn a profit, even with a premium account. You have to have a very, very good game in one of your tier 10s, especially the tier 10 mediums and tank destroyers. A very good game indeed to run a profit on them. But these things, and that wasn't an amazingly good result, although it was the worst possible matchmaking we could have. Tier 7 vehicles, 3 kills, 3 damaged, 61,000 credits. These things never lose money. And I love my T-34. I think it is possibly going to be my favourite tier 5 medium when patch 8 arrives and the Panzer IV loses its L70 gun. This is probably going to be my favourite tier 5 medium when that happens. It's just such a versatile tank. I mean, it really can't take any damage. It only has 45mm of armour, but it's 45mm of armour all round. You know, it's equally poorly armoured from every direction. But that sloped armour is going to be slightly more effective in patch 8 with the normalisation changes, and it's got an absolute killer of a 57mm gun. And as you can see, it never loses money. And on a good game, and this wasn't a particularly good game, 61,000 credits. You can't argue with those kind of numbers. So that was the T-34, having an unusually, for me, good game on Wide Park. I hope you enjoyed the video, another quick one, and take care on the battlefield. I'll catch you next time.